You're angry, we feel tainted in a way that he came in here, that scumbag came in here and seems so plausible. And Neal, when we hear, and you know, our condolences to you, I know this is very raw for you and so hard to talk about, and we're bringing up memories for you.
No, it's okay, please do.
Well, he's on that phone, that emergency call, and is he acting there, or did he have a technique where he would beat the child and hope she would recover, and he went too far? What do you think?
I think he was acting, and he beat the child. He was acting. You can't believe anything he said or done. I think he was irresponsible for his actions at times.
What about the first time he was arrested for shaking her and convicted, and then that was overturned?
Yes.
What did you think about him from the very start of meeting this man who was with your daughter?
I never met him until Ellie was a shaken baby at 6 weeks of age. He wasn't a person that I could gel with, or I would have liked any of my family to go along with.
Why didn't you like him?
Well, his look, his, you get a feeling, you know, the way he speaks, he was quite abusive, and every word was swearing, and like I'm the jack of the lad kind of person.
But you know, sometimes I've seen video footage of him kicking ball with Ellie, playing with her, looking like any loving dad. Did you ever get the sense that he did love her?
No, never. I think that was a put up, you know, just for the camera.
For the camera.
You would have seen the interview he did here with us.
Yes.
Along with your daughter and Ellie's mum, Jenny. What did you think of that at the time? Because as Eamonn was saying, it was very, very plausible that, you know, that they'd overturned that conviction. They said it was a medical problem, and that he was told he was not guilty. When you watched that interview, because we all believed him.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I'm not being rude, but I think you were both taken in.
Yeah. But
very much.
Could I say also, we just saw a shot there of your daughter.
Yes.
Right? Your own daughter, Jenny. What's your relationship with her like?
Non-existent now. I disowned her. As soon as the baby was shaken, that was it. Because she kept covering up for him, the father, and...
Why do you think she did that?
I don't know. I can't answer that. My relationship with her diminished when she was about 12 or 13. I think she got mixed up with the wrong people.
One of the other things is that Denise Robertson, the legendary agony aunt, who's sadly no longer with us, who's passed away, she believed passionately in this, and that there may have been a miscarriage of justice here. And, you know, she had this big thing about the family courts and the power that they have. Sadly, she, like the rest of us, was wrong in this case on this. But from Neal's point of view, he's, you know, we can't bring Ellie back, but he wants things to change. And he also thought, as regards the social services, there were mistakes made. What would you say about all of that as a social worker?
I think that the crux of this case was something that happened, which I've never seen in over 20 years working in child protection, and that is that the court ordered that the local authority social services should stand down, and that an independent social work agency should do the assessment about whether Ellie and her siblings should return home, and that was the crux of it. Why would that decision
have been made? Because that's, you know, they would have been working with the family. The independent social workers wouldn't have been working with the family or have known all the background.
No,
so why would that decision have been made?
According to the papers and the serious case review that was done, the decision was made because the relationship between Ben Butler and Ellie's mother and the local authority had completely broken down, and that was because this is a man who was controlling everybody, who was frightening people, who was calling the shots. And of course I didn't know him personally, but he was a very, very, very powerful and vile man, and he was given that power, and for me that's the absolute crux of this.
You must have told people, Neal, that you weren't happy about Ellie being returned to him.
Many people, and every time I complained to the private social workers or challenged their decisions, my wife and I were called troublemakers, and at least 15 times they threatened us with contempt of court, which they didn't have the power to do. I think they were just trying to do a quick fix and...
Because you wanted to keep Ellie with you, didn't you?
Yes,
you,
very
you and
much.
your wife.
Yeah.
And can I say it's not unique to this horrific case, that it's something that we see quite often. I spend some of my time doing these reviews when children have died in horrific circumstances, and it's quite common to see that grandparents are not listened to. And we need, as professionals, we need to get much better at listening to grandparents and other family members and what they're saying.
Yeah, because you're looking at it from the outside as well, aren't you? Maybe,
Yes.
and seeing maybe what other people
Yeah.
can't see. Your daughter has been released.
Yes.
How long did she serve?
I think she got 42 months, so I think she served just over 2 years, 2.5 years.
And that was for perverting the course of justice?
Perverting the course of justice and child cruelty.
What about now? Do you ever see you being able to have any kind of relationship, any
don't wanna know.
contact with her?
No. My wife, late wife, had cancer, and about 3 or 4 days before she died, she asked the police inspector to write a letter, which was witnessed by the matron of the Marsden Hospital and the oncologist, stating that she could never ever forgive Jenny for what she did in participating in part of the crime for Ellie.